The Islamic State progress in Libya has been rapid since late 2014 with the creation of 3 wilayat: Wilayat Barqa in Cyrenaica, Wilayat Taraballus in Tripolitania, and lastly Wilayat Fezzan in the south of the country. The group took advantage of the lack of security apparatus due to the ongoing clashes between forces loyal to the internationally recognized government in eastern Tobruk and Islamist militants allied with Libya-Dawn militia in the capital Tripoli. Across 2015, Islamic State militants have indeed expanded their geographic influence in Libya, like when they took control of the town of Sirte, after 5 months of armed clashes with the Libya-Dawn militia. Sirte is a key central town, giving them ability to launch attacks further south where oil fields are located. Additionally, Islamic State militants have developed a strong presence in the western town of Sabrata and the eastern town of Derna. The main goal is to seize control of both towns and use them as launchpad to carry out cross-border attacks in Tunisia and Egypt. Yet, in Derna, armed clashes between Islamic State militants and Al-Qaeda-affiliated groups have been ongoing since January 2015 and have somewhat undermined the advances of the Islamic State in Libya. In Egypt, the Islamic State expanded its influence through the Pledge of Allegiance of Jama Ansar Bait al-Maqdis to the militant group in late 2014. It was immediately followed by the creation of Wilayat Sinai by the Islamic State leader. From then on, a gradual shift of strategy occurred, from mainly targeting security forces to expand operations against tourists and foreign assets beyond North Sinai. The most eloquent example was illustrated by the recent and deadliest attack carried out by the Islamic State, the downing of a Russian commercial aircraft 20 minutes after taking off from Sharm el-Sheikh on the 31st of October and killing 224 Russian and Ukrainian nationals. While the incident was followed by a debate over the responsibility and the capabilities of the militant group of carrying out such an attack, on the 18th of November, Russian officials confirmed the presence of explosives on board and as well as the responsibility of the Islamic State in the attack. Additionally to that change of strategy, the Islamic State is likely to establish a second wilayat in the western desert of Egypt, helped by their increased presence in eastern Libya. It will ultimately overstretch government forces already struggling to contain the Islamic State activity in North Sinai, and thus giving the opportunity to Wilayat Sinai militants to pursue their initial goal, targeting Israel. The security situation in Tunisia is directly linked to the current conflict in Libya, making risk of cross-border attacks very high. Also, the country accounts for the highest number of North African nationals who went fighting alongside the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, with a total assessed number of 3,000 individuals. Indeed, the country was hit twice by major attacks claimed by the Islamic State in 2015. First, the Bardo Museum attack in the capital Tunis on the 18th of March killed 20 people, mainly foreign tourists. Secondly, 3 months later on the 26th of June, the Sousse attack killed a total of 39 foreigners, mainly UK citizens. In addition to be claimed by the Islamic State, those attacks were planned in Libya and executed by Tunisian nationals. With the worsening context in Libya, the likelihood of similar attacks not only targeting tourism but also security forces, foreign and energy assets is very high. The security context in Algeria and Morocco differs significantly from their neighboring countries. With regard to Algeria, while no official wilayat had been proclaimed by the Islamic State, a number of former Al-Qaeda and Islamic Maghreb commanders had pledged allegiance to the group. The tempo of attacks of those affiliated groups remained relatively calm across 2015, with the only significant operation targeting security forces in mid-August in the Skikda province, killing at least 2 police officers. The militant group suspected to have initiated those attacks was Run al-Khalifa, the same outfit who had kidnapped and executed a French national in the Kabylie region in September 2014. Despite growing divergences, No significant inter-group clashes have been recorded between pro-Islamic State militants and AQIM. The number of defections to the Islamic State prompted AQIM to demonstrate their relevance by attacking security forces, like illustrated by the Ain Daifa attack, targeting a military convoy and killing 9 soldiers in July 2015. In Morocco, conversely to its neighbors, there is no established Islamist militant network, but only local cells plotting low capabilities attacks and limited to recruit new militants to fight abroad with the Islamic State. Indeed, security officials have said that at least 1,600 Moroccan nationals are present in Iraq and Syria, making it, after Tunisia, the second North African country with the highest number of fighters abroad. Those fighters appear to have not returned yet, but if they do, the main risk will be the return of militants with a strong expertise in military tactics and IEDs. On the short-term outlook, attacks carried out by local cells appear to be more likely, with a strong focus on security forces, but also tourist hotspots like restaurants and hotels, similar to the 2011 IED attacks targeting a restaurant in Marrakesh, which had killed 17 people.